Hey guys, what's up? My name is Dixo Dope. I'm 29 years old and I'm a drag king. I live in Maine and I perform in New Hampshire. This is my story. What are your preferred pronouns? My preferred pronouns are outside of drag, she and her, and when I am in drag, dressed as Dixo, he and him. Why do you do drag? I do drag because my friend from high school named James started performing and I kept watching his videos on Facebook and I was like, I need to go support him. So I went to this local club in Dover, New Hampshire at the 603 Bar and Lounge and I finally saw my friend perform in person and not on video, and watching Cordelia Rose out there having the time of her life and showing all that emotion, I knew that I was really shy, but I also knew that I needed to just take this leap and perform. Why did you pick your drag name? I picked the drag name Dixo Dope because my father that passed away in 2014 came to me in a dream and he was quite the jokester. He was always making dirty jokes at the dinner table, like, it was just, he came in my dream and he said, I'm proud of you for wanting to do this. Just know that I love and support you. And he had said, you know what a funny name would be? And he goes, Dixo Dope, get it? Because it's so dope. Who are your drag inspirations and why? Landon Cider, duh, because doesn't every drag king wish that they could look like Landon Cider? He's amazing. But also, to my family at the 603 Bar and Lounge in Dover, New Hampshire, you guys inspire me more and more to become the best version of Dixo that I could possibly be. And I can't thank you guys enough for being my family. And to Ryder Gently, because Dixo would not be sitting here in a crop top in front of a video camera being posted on YouTube for possibly millions of thousands of people to watch, hopefully, because I'm not confident in my body, but ever since meeting Ryder has given me that confidence to look how I want to look and feel gorgeous while doing it. If you could perform anywhere, where would it be? I want to get Dixo out there more to perform at different places. So far I've performed in Maine, New Hampshire, and in Boston, Massachusetts. I really would love to go to California and perform at their All King show that they have. And I want to go to Florida or just any state in general. What is your biggest drag accomplishment? My biggest drag accomplishment would definitely be my outfits, because I used to go out in stuff that I would buy at Walmart because I couldn't just start out dressing like this. I didn't own any of it, so I'm really proud of how Dixo is forming into an actual drag king and starting to look the part. What is your most embarrassing moment? My most embarrassing moment is when I was going out to perform and the drag queen before me had brought in heart-shaped balloons and she was poking them and glitter was going all over the place. We had swept it up before the next performer came on, and I was wearing these exact boots that don't have any tread on the bottom of them, and I slipped on glitter, fell on my ass, and landed like this. And everyone thought it was part of the show, and they were awkwardly laughing, and I was over there like, don't worry guys, I'm good. Totally meant to do that. What would you change about your drag? If I could change anything about my drag, it would definitely be the the fact that I want to be more confident in my dancing. I want to learn how to dance more. Dixo can't dance, like, literally, as Arabella at the club would say, Dixo has a signature move, and it's this. You know, I really don't know how to dance, and I would love to learn new makeup techniques because there is always room for improvement. No one is ever perfect.
What are your hobbies outside of drag?
Making drag clothing. I like to stud everything that I own for Dixo because who doesn't love studs? But I also play piano. I play ukulele. I love meditating and I take photography.
Where do you see your drag in 5 years?
Hopefully 5 years from now, people will be searching Dixo Dope's name on the internet. I want people to be looking me up. I want to be known.
How many pairs of shoes does Dixo have?
Can't even count them on 2 hands. Way too many, but you can never have too many drag shoes, especially boots.
What is your best drag memory?
My best drag memory would have to be going to RuPaul's Drag Con in September of 2019. That was such an experience for Dixo to meet and interact with higher up their drag performers, and I went to Drag Therapy NYC because they had a booth, and that was a whole experience in its own. But another great memory with that trip, that brought me to performing at All Star Mondays in Boston.
Take a little bit of time to reflect and talk about your first performance. How did you feel?
My first performance, I was terrified. Like, I'm not an outgoing person. I'm used to sitting on the benches and just watching the performers go, cheering them on. And I literally had a panic attack as they were calling my name. And luckily, the song that I did had a long intro. But I was going to go out for the intro. I had practiced a cool dance move to do to it, and I couldn't do it. It was scary, but I went out there and I did it, and it was worth it in the end.
How often do you buy new items for Dixo's wardrobe?
A lot. I actually have 2 wish lists, one on Amazon and one on Wish, that are drag lists. And every once in a while, I just slide an item in, you know. And I like to go thrift shopping a lot, so like Goodwill and any thrift shops in the area. You'll catch me there buying ridiculous items like this sparkly sports bra for Dixo.
What is the most daring thing you have done during a performance?
The most daring thing I have done during a performance would probably be, and it's not really that daring to some of you, but I have a fear of falling. So Dixo has a signature move now where he does this knee drop. I just dropped to my knees. And that had to have been the most daring thing I've ever done because low-key the first time I did it, I was like on the floor trying to dance, but I'm freaking out like, are your knees okay? Are they bleeding, honey? And I'm like, no, Dixo, you're performing, just go with it. Like, it was terrifying, but now I do it on a daily basis, so.
How long does it take you to get in full Dixo mode?
I mean, look at this beard, though. Like, it's very precise, and tonight I chose to do something different, and I tried to make a king's crown right there. It could take me anywhere between 3 to 4 hours, and then, honey, getting these tight sports bras on, that's a struggle. And for any new king starting out, a bit of advice, put the sports bra on before you do your makeup because still a year and a couple months into doing drag, I forget. And then I have to squeeze it over my beard and like pray to any god above that I don't smudge my beard. So put the sports bra on first, or the binder, or whatever you use. Yeah.
What are your go-to meals for after a big performance?
Fast food, because like I know it's not really good for you, but like there's not a lot of places open after the club gets out, and I mean I always have snacks in my bag, but there's nothing like going through a McDonald's drive-thru and getting some fresh fries. A hiccup, did you hear that? Like, we're not cutting that out. This is Dixo.
What are your 3 must-have items you need in your drag bag to get by?
I always have extra setting spray because, like, I'm a bigger person and moving around a lot makes me sweat, and I always have this fear of my beard sweating off because, true story, it happened once. I didn't know what setting spray was, so, like, I was a baby king. I didn't use it, so it was not a good night, but I always have setting spray. Always have a choker, like it's Dixo loves chokers. And then I always have my pheromone spray.
What is the strangest item in your drag bag?
The strangest item in my drag bag would have to be a rainbow fidget spinner, because still to this day, I've been performing for a couple months over a year. July was my year mark. But I still get nervous sometimes, so I will sit in front of the curtains waiting for them to call my name, and I'll be spinning my fidget spinner, and when they call my name, I go and I toss it into my open bag and go out and perform.
Do you have any advice for any new drag performers out there looking to begin their drag career?
If you're like me and you go to drag shows and you sit there and you're like, I want to do this, but I'm so shy, like, you have to try. Like, you never know unless you try. I never, ever saw myself being a drag performer. I enjoyed going to shows. I went to shows for 2 years at this club. And all of a sudden, everything just clicked. Drag is an art. Don't ever let anyone tell you that your drag is not valid, that you don't look like a drag king, Dixo, with your triangle beard. That's not what a normal guy's beard looks like. This is my art, and your art is different than my art. Ryder's art is different than my art. All of my drag family at the show I perform at, all of our makeup is different because we all have our own specific kind of art. Your drag is valid, even if you're just sitting there playing with makeup. Just find your style and it'll just click, you know? Vibe with whatever you feel looks good on you.
I have one last question for you. If your drag persona had a warning label, what would it say?
Be prepared because you never know what's about to happen. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions that you would like to ask Dixo personally, or any general questions about doing drag, we are going to do a question and answer video. We will be doing it together, and we'll answer any questions you guys ask for us. And be sure to subscribe and check out all of the videos that we have coming for you. It's going to be hilarious. Like, stay tuned. You won't want to miss this. Bye.